This is Logan Grant, and this is Granby Topics. In this video, I'm going to be updating you on the exercises I've been doing and showing you little ways that I've tweaked them. But before I get started, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and if you're liking it already, then hit that thumbs up. Let's start off with the good old SBC, soccer ball compression. You just stick it between your knees and squeeze. I'll usually do this about 50 times, and I'll change it up. I'll do it in just continuous repetitions, or I'll squeeze it and hold it, or I'll do a series of repetitions and then I'll squeeze and hold. You can change it up in different ways that you want to do it. I think all are helpful. Next is going to be hip raises or hip bridges, whatever you like to call it. I've changed it up a little bit how I used to do it. The way I'm doing it now, instead of doing quick repetitions, I'm keeping my legs a little bit wider, and I'm also going a lot slower. And then at the top, I really make sure I squeeze my glutes, because that's really going to help your hip posture and all the muscles around there. So I just go like this. And some people like to keep their arms to the side, like flat. Me personally, I don't have a whole lot of flexibility in my shoulders, so it just works better for me to do it like this. Next is going to be leg raises. Instead of doing single legs, like I did in my previous video, I've now started doing both legs at the same time, and I understand that a lot of people probably can't do this because it is quite a bit harder, but I've worked my way up to where I can do it, and I suggest that if you want to do it with both your legs, start really small, because it's pretty hard on your core. So when you start out, maybe just do 5 reps each day for a few days, and then bump it up a rep each day. So the way I do it is I put my hands flat to brace myself, and then I really try to focus on my breathing as well. So I take in a breath, and I'll do that about 10 or 15 times. Next, I'm going to show you all my variation of the stomach vacuum, and it's kind of my updated version. I got a lot of these techniques from others, such as George. You can go to his channel, My Natural Hernia Cure, and check out his video on stomach vacuums. But the way I do mine is I get on my hands and knees kind of in a praying position. I make sure my head is touching the floor, and that puts my body in a downward slanted position, which allows the weight of my intestines to go in the direction of my head instead of being at my hernia. And then I take a big breath in through the nose, I breathe it out, simultaneously sucking in my stomach, and I'm also focusing on the muscles in between my hip bones and down about 2 inches. And then, like George showed in his video, I flex the muscles that I use when I'm holding my bladder. That, I think, is the key. So I'll demonstrate how I do this.
I usually do that for about 3 to 5 reps, holding it for about 10 seconds each rep. I'd suggest if you're doing it for your first time or even your first few times to only do it for 1 or 2 reps of 10 seconds each. It really works them, and I was really sore the next day after doing it. As a bonus, I'm gonna show you all the stretches that I like to do every day. I usually hold them for about 30 seconds each, and I'll go through them, and if I still feel tight in some areas, then I'll go back over and do those same exercises or those same stretches. But if I'm also doing a stretch and I feel pretty loose in that area and I'm pinched for time, then I might just skip that one and move on to the next.
With this one, I grab about mid shin, and then I just let my legs relax, and that really helps stretch those groin muscles. And I hold that for about 30 seconds, and then I'll switch this. So you just cross your leg, then reach through, and then hold that for about 30 seconds. And you can really feel that stretching right over here. And then I switch to the other leg and hold that one for 30 seconds. And then I go like this. So I put my ankle right above my knee, and then I reach my arm over, and then I grab my shin here. And you can really feel that stretching over here as well. And then I switch from that to bring my leg up here. Seconds. Switch to the other side. 30 seconds. Then I put both feet out in front of me, grab up about as high as I can. If I was flexible enough to grab my feet, then I would, but this is about all I can get right now. And then I just let my head hang. And then I also try to relax my back. So pretty much the only thing really holding is my hands. And so that really helps my back, and my hamstrings all stretch out. And I'll usually hold that for 30 seconds at a time. That one, I'll typically go over it a few times because my back gets really tight. But I've found those stretches to be very helpful. I hope you've liked this video. I hope it's been helpful. And please like, subscribe, and share, and comment. I'd love to hear how you guys are doing. And if you have any good ideas, please send them my way. I'd love to hear it. Y'all take it easy and keep working at it. Don't get discouraged. I think we will heal. Shalom.